back. How you doing, everybody? I hope you are enjoying yourselves. We are back for our second match, which will be team, we're going to call him Speed, because he's the captain of them, versus Team SwisS. And we are going to be seeing Team Speed currently here on the Russian side, or the blue side of the map. And we are going to be seeing Team Speed, or I'm sorry, SwisS on the red side. And we're going to be on Paracel Storm. So Krivo, once again, joined for this cast, beautiful cast today. What do you think about this map?
Oh, this is one of my least favorite maps on, I think. Man, a whole lot of campy buildings, but, you know, it should be fine. I'm just negative Nancy about it
he's
my
excited
team
about
had
this map.
A hard time with this one.
He's as excited about this map as I was about Damn.
Yeah,
like, oh my God, why? But so we are going to be seeing Little White Duck right now set up inside Solo House. We are going to be seeing him trying to get some long-range shots across map. Not going to be the case. We'll get forced down. So far, it is AC in control here for Team Speed. And we got Viper going on about 4-0 position. He's going to be playing that anchor roll on top of A. Nobody actually is going to be over there. We do have a one-on-one, though, with, was this Viruz? Is that what it is? Is that how you say his name?
Virus? I think it's Virus.
Virus. All right, we'll go with that one. Virus, and I believe this is going to be Johnny. Not going to be going in Johnny's favor. Virus will be able to take him out, hold on to that flag, once again keeping that two-man advantage in their favor. Can he pick up a second kill here? He's trying to with that G18. Once again, guys, G18s, if you haven't figured it out yet, they're basically a primary in the hands of somebody who knows how to use it. Unfortunately, SwisS, just a little bit too strong there with his own G18. We'll be able to take him down. So now we do see a BC hold coming in.
Yeah, and Volvo's last man there. Speed, Ninjas, and Virus all spawning in around him. Volvo, haven't seen him play in this game in a long time, but he's got the M16. He's trying to push in onto Charlie. There's already more action at Charlie than I expected. I thought this was going to be all Alpha Bravo. You know, I'm expecting engineers, and their Virus has actually a CZ, it looks like. I think these buildings are going to be coming down sooner or later.
Yeah, usually you do see at least one, maybe two engineers. I mean, maybe. At least before the CZ was banned on PC, you saw a lot of a lot of teams going two engineers on this map, but it's almost a standard. It's almost a have to make that call at the very beginning of the match, and then you will be seeing most of them switching back on over to a medic type role where you can have those defibs as well as those med packs. But Virus will be able to get on top of that Bravo site. We do see C starting to flash as well. Big spawns coming in here for Team SwisS, as they will be able to get on top of that Alpha site. And this is going to be kind of an interesting back and forth, because they don't really have anybody in a position to have that high ground advantage over that A site to give them a little bit of help trying to attack it. So it's going to be interesting to see if Team Speed can actually hold on to it.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how they plan on this playing out, but right now all of Team SwisS are kind of spread out, not in any controlling positions. Don Johnny and Pymage just spawned in outside of Alpha. But, yeah, nobody in a position to control what they own.
Well, we do see Johnny now making his way over here towards that Alpha site after some fairly horrific shots going down. But Pymage is going to be set up as well. A site is going to be taken over here for his teammates. And we are going to be seeing a lot of nades, a lot of explosions happening around here. Nice turnaround here for Virus, as he will be able to at least pick up one of them off of that A site. I should be seeing a shift, though, coming in maybe onto that C. No, it looks like they're still content with pushing in on top of Alpha. So Team Speed really, really wants this point.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why the buildings given the height advantage, but for whatever reason, I think they're trying to do Alpha Bravo hold and push them out to the basketball court.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see Team SwisS setting up on top of C. They were down to only one player for a few moments, which means that a lot of those spawns are going to be coming out towards that Charlie side. Big push, though, coming in onto that Bravo site. Potato, though, dodging out rockets. Nades are going to be coming in very quickly. You can see him just trying to figure out some place to sit that he will not just get exploded from every direction, but unfortunately not going to be the case. Now Johnny will be making his push over here towards the Bravo buildings. You can hear the parachutes actually going down. Nice pickup there. It's going to be a little bit of a victory in their favor. 125 1T, though, still very, very close. Nobody's had a dominant position so far. We've seen these flags going back and forth. But you know, B buildings, even if we take out the rockets, how important are those B buildings?
Well, the rubble themselves, just either the buildings are standing and you've got a lot of control from the windows, although control of what exactly is, depends on perspective. Or if the buildings get taken down, then you still have the height advantage overlooking Alpha. Now, I will say that a team that kind of positions itself well at Alpha and Charlie can negate those buildings quite well, and I don't know if maybe that's what SwisS is trying to do, although now they're going to have Alpha Bravo, so I think they're going to try to use the buildings. But, depending on the flow of the map and who decides what's more valuable, you could negate the buildings entirely.
Yeah, I can agree with that one right there. We do see Johnny, though, getting caught out of position. Will go down. I don't think anybody's actually defending onto A. Nope, it is going to be a lost cause there. Actually, B is going to be getting contested as well. So, Virus, if you can pick up this frag coming out from station, he should be in good shape.
From Speed.
And he is not going to be able to stay alive. Yeah, Speed does get a two-piece. But he ends up going down off the back end of that as well. So we're going to see all three flags being contested there for a few moments. B will be going into the favor once again, but we see a 2-on-2 next to C.
Yeah, C is looking like a hot fight. It's consistently been a hot fight, which I'm surprised because I always expected that sorry, I've got somebody in my party chat. I thought I didn't have a party chat. I unplugged my mic and somebody joined me. More action at Charlie than I was expecting, and more assets dedicated to defending it than I was expecting. I don't know if maybe, again, these teams are aware of something I'm not, or if it's a lack of experience or what, but more action there than at Bravo, which usually is a hot place.
I think it just came down to the fact that that was where the anchor was alive at, and you saw most of the big spawns coming down there. Because I kind of agree with you, B side is definitely a heavily favored flag, wow, to fight over. We're both being fatigued here. Remember, guys, I'm running off of 4 hours of sleep, so this is going to be the most epic cast ever. But Speed is going to be able to get some long-range shots going down. He spotted out one inside those B buildings. No rockets actually coming in of extremely heavily used. Virus is going to be making his play over here towards those B buildings. We'll see if he's going to be able to pick up any of these frags. Just clearing out the bottom stories. Oh, I just see a shadow. So he knows, maybe that was just a tree. I think we were thinking the same thing. But just a tree. There he goes. He's going to be able to find one as he misses out on those shots. Really nice job there trying to dodge him out, but not going to be the case. Volvo will be able to spot out one on top of Bravo as well. And that's going to be a saved flag for them. 66-102 as we are seeing Team Speed right now in the deficit, but only by about 35 tickets, which is definitely an easy amount to come back from. On this particular map. We have been seeing a somewhat decent hold going down, though, from Team SwisS. We'll see if they're going to be able to keep that up. AB, very, very strong on this particular map, especially if you have control of those Bravo buildings. But they are going to be able to wipe up quite a few of those players from Team SwisS. And now they're flooding into both of the flags, A and B. So where exactly are the defenders? Well, we do see those back C spawns coming up. And this is what we normally see. I would have to say this is kind of standard when you do see a wipe going down those back C spawns. Very, very bad for that particular team. And if you can hold them back there, especially in the jungle, it is so difficult to get out of those.
Yeah, jungle is a real bad place to end up. And I got to say, I think it could go either way with Team SwisS in terms of they've been playing now, and we've been casting now, which is part of the fatigue, for 2 hours. And they've got to be a little bit tired of things, but they're also warm in the sense of communication, of what to expect, how to use their weapons. Whereas this Speed team, they've kind of out of just sitting still. They maybe individually were warming up, maybe they were doing some talk. I doubt it, but it's very different to be in the heat of things. And I think their lack of emphasis on holding, defending flag comes from that, just not being warm.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, we saw SwisS coming in very, very slow in the very first map, and they were able to come back with a win. So, yeah, definitely a possibility here. There's just a little bit too cold in this very, very first map, but we do see Ninjas coming around the corner with a possible two-piece G18. finally does connect with the shots. We'll be able to take him down. That's going to be a wipe going down on top of A. But it looks at this. We see the spawns coming in. That's going to be a 3-man spawn. Ninja will be able to pick up one, but that's all he's going to be able to get off at the back end of that. It's really going to be up to Team Speed in order to rotate on top of this B site. Nobody actually is rotating onto B. In fact, we do see a cleanup there on the solo house. Viper will be able to take down SwisS, rotating off of A. But that was kind of poorly timed here from Team Speed. They should have been able to get that Bravo site by now.
Yeah, I think it really has come down to they're not emphasizing, hey, get on this flag, it's clear. We've got 3 guys over here, so that one will be clear. I'm obviously not hearing it, but I feel like I'm not seeing it happen. They're just not saying this is clear, move in. They're playing like individuals, very strong individuals, but yeah, there's not a lot of cohesion here.
Yeah, I agree with you there. That was very poorly played. They could have been able to take that flag, even with a person sitting up inside solo house. You can get that burn. You saw Virus just doing it right now. But that was giving away quite a few tickets, 69 now to 17. And as we've said before, once you reach that 10 ticket mark, it is very, very difficult to come back from. We are going to be seeing Virus trying to use those rockets to a great degree. Not going to be able to get the frag off of it. He will be able to get back onto the flag, though. Stop this burn, maybe potentially. We do see C-Site getting contested as well. Ninja's going to be up above inside solo house, trying to clear it out. There are 2 players down below currently here for Team SwisS. And he is going to be able to spot out both of them, but not going to be able to get the frag. Pamaj going to be up above as well. By the way, I want to point out Pamaj is currently 20-12 in this server. Fantastic job so far, as he has been a very key fragger for that team. And 66-0 going into round number 2. Not the best play that we've seen out of these guys.
No, and I think again, communication, maybe fatigue, maybe just getting late in the day. Some of these guys are Euro, and it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock their time, so might have another effect on things.
Oh, that is right. I didn't even think about that. The time difference.
Yeah, it just occurred to me too, because it's 5:40 my time. So yeah, potentially there's some fatigue here, some. Just I want to go play Fallout instead of Battlefield. Oh, is that just me saying that? No, Pamaj has been consistently very good for that Team SwisS, and SwisS is right behind him at 18-8. So they're picking up the slack for maybe Don Johnny, 5-13. He started out 0-7. So even when they're not necessarily individually doing well, I think that team is doing a nice job of covering each other, filling in the holes. And that's what we're going to look for Team Speed to do, is adjust and improvise on the second side.
Absolutely. Well, we could be seeing that come out. I would like to see more rockets. Definitely a lot more rockets right at the very beginning. I think that...
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, take down those key positions. At the very least, have the head glitch positions in solo house and Bravo buildings. Take those out right away. We are going to be seeing... What side actually is... yeah, Speed is going to be on... the Chinese side here. Yeah, because they're going to be kind of at a disadvantage if we see SwisS pushing up aggressively, which they are. Pamaj right now will be able to get up inside those Bravo buildings right away. He spots out 2 of the players transitioning to that A site, so they know about what's going to be coming on over there. They should be okay. Johnny will be able to take down Volvo. We're also going to be seeing White Doc picking up, I believe that was Ninja as well. So yeah, really good start coming out right now. But we do see a counter push, though, potentially here from Viper. But the random spawns are not in the favor of Speed, as you can see them coming out towards back C.
Yeah, it looks like Viper's finally getting onto Charlie, but well, Virus as well. They're just not. They're already on the back foot, even though they have 2 flags. I feel like Team SwisS, they started off well. They started off in control, and Viper now is last man alive. That was sudden. Went from 5-1 just like that.
Yeah, we are going to be seeing a triple cap coming in. It's really going to come down to where these random spawns are. Now, there is a guy, I believe, left up next to C. Yeah, they are going to be on the backside of C. But those back C spawns, as we said before, that's comparable to like the back A spawns on Zavod. Very difficult to come back out of. And we'll see if they're going to be able to make their way out right now. It looks like SwisS did get picked up. Little White Duck 4-0 currently. He's going to be pushed up inside solo house. Now, he will be able to spot out a couple of these pushes. He does see one coming around onto B. Will get the call out. Viper, though, will be able to take down Pamaj. Very good job there onto his part. But it's really going to come down to this hold here from SwisS. They already have done a considerable amount of damage just in terms of getting the momentum in their favor. They have that 66 ticket advantage. So they really don't have to be too worried, I don't think, on this particular map, on this side, with doing too much damage. If they can keep it even or close, I think they're going to be just fine.
Oh, I mean, definitely that's what Team SwisS is going to say to themselves. Hey, guys, we have a solid advantage going in the second side. Don't really need to risk anything. We can keep doing what we've been doing. And I'm going to point out that Speed, there isn't a single person using Engineer, and the buildings are firmly in control of Team SwisS. So I hope that they change that for their sake. But, you know, the lack of awareness about how to use the environment, that's crucial to winning a Battlefield match.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that I do not miss about this map that has just happened is the storm coming in. I could definitely do without that. But, yeah, we are going to be seeing Potato now getting on top of that Bravo site. We'll be able to secure that triple hit just for a few moments. But that is going to be enough to rotate onto these players. Volvo now setting up inside Solo House. He's looking out for the kill. Will be able to find him. Nice pickup onto SwisS. This does allow them some overwatch there onto B site, as well as some really good spawns to try and attack it. We'll see if they're going to be able to make it in time. 2 down currently right now for this SwisS team. And we are going to see Volvo finally getting picked up from a little White Duck. Pomage also going to be able to take down Virus. B site will be getting contested here. Quite a bit of players. And one nade, though, could do so much damage. Speed doesn't decide to go in for that nade play. Instead, going for the revive. He's going to be able to try maybe pick up one of these frags here with that M16. Yes, does look like that's going to be the case. So B site should be safe for the time being. If he can dodge this nade, it's going to be even better. And yeah, so they will be able to stop this triple cap, but they're not able to get any kind of a bleed in their favor.
You know, I'm surprised. Speed is the captain of this team here, and he's just been middling this round and last round. Now, that's not a criticism of him directly. He's a very strong player, and there's a reason he's the team captain. But he's sitting at 5-4 right now. And he needs to set an example for his team because they're all fairly even. They're not playing the objectives. He was just kind of chilling at that building. That's what I'm looking for is somebody on this team Speed to step up, say, let's do this, and grab the game by the balls. That's what they need.
Well, you know, there is a difference, though, between team captains and team leaders. Just because you're a team captain doesn't necessarily mean you're the team leader. You know, you have to have somebody who's very vocal within the team that gets everybody ramped up and, you know, tells everybody what to do. Speed, though, off to a great chance there. He's able to get 2 kills right in a row, clears out Bravo buildings, picking up possibly a third here inside the middle of the map, and he does just that. So that's going to be a squad wipe, and B-side firmly in their grasp.
He heard me.
He must have heard you, man. We see all of those spawns coming in right there at jungle. This is a fantastic position for them to be in.
Yeah, they just turned it around. I guess it was me giving them a spank, just say, hey, let's go, let's get it going. I will say Ninjas is probably the guy to make the calls about who goes where. He is a natural leader. But I meant more in terms of just individual performances. We have to see somebody step up and demonstrate to the team, hey, we can get these kills. They're not impossible. Teams in 5v5, they'll fall into a rut where they're just like, you know what? I can't drop these guys no matter what I do. It's just not happening. And somebody on the team has to demonstrate that that's not true.
Absolutely. And also when you get that team frustration going on there where people are more complaining than they are actually communicating, and it kind of muddles up comms, that is a very dangerous trap to fall into. And we have seen teams who should have won particular matches in the past end up losing them because of that very thing.
Yeah, it's a real risk, morale falling, especially if, you know, you're just getting into a game or maybe you're just at the end of things. If you give up, stop, you know, having the same kind of focus that you started off with, it's going to end it for you. But 30 ticket advantage to Team SwisS right now. I think they're feeling pretty comfortable about where they're at.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like I said, you know, they have Team Speed has to win by 67 tickets or more in order to take this win. They are not really looking all that great. If they drop below 66, then it is over, basically. So, yeah, we are going to be seeing Ninjas now trying to shift out over here towards Solo House. Maybe get a little bit of a side rage going down on top of Bravo. It's not going to be the case, though, as he is going to be getting picked up. There you have it. Nice job there from SwisS, who, like you said, they just kind of, I think they just have the warm-up maps, and they're feeling a little bit, you know, more coordinated with each other. But 122 to 90, about 7 minutes into this match so far. Pomage going to be able to spot out one from across map. will not be able to get the kill. Looks like his teammates do get picked up right after that, though. So we do spot out the shift going in towards that C site, which means that we're probably going to be seeing a big push coming out for Team SwisS to go in for A. And, well, yeah, we are going to be seeing a push there for A, but that's going to be actually Team Speed here to get that cap, and also going to be able to push onto B as well.
SwisS got a nice double there, and he's just pushing into Bravo. Speed was trying to take Bravo, but did die in the effort, so now it's going to be an easy cap for SwisS. Well, actually, no, he got shot in the back by Virus from range with the CZ, which is a great kill. Crucial kill to keep Bravo open and inviting to both teams. That's going to be, I think that's the next target for both teams.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we're talking about PC and console and differences within the guns that actually are being played. And I have to say, you know, I have played on console, not competitively, but I have played on console just in some pubs. The way that some of these guys can control the recoil on the sticks is just ridiculous. I could never do it, especially at long range. It's just like, screw that.
Well, from my perspective, having played Counter-Strike on PC, I cannot use a mouse to save my life. But I don't want to get too much into mouse and keyboard here because there's obviously some controversies about using that on console. But I've got Volvo went down. We haven't said Volvo's name very much. He's 5-9 right now, and I feel like I haven't seen him leading the team. Not that I'm expecting him to, but I thought he'd be fragging a little harder than this. He's actually the bottom fragger on the team. And earlier it seemed like everyone was 5-4, 3-5, kind of middle scores. But Speed and Viper have both stepped up now, and Virus especially, 15-5. So looks like this maybe they're warming up finally, even if the score doesn't reflect it.
Yeah, Virus with that CZ kills. That was the key part right there. But too little, too late. 65-102. Not really going to be able to make the cutoff time for this first map. So we are going to be seeing map number 1 going over here to Team SwisS. And they looked fantastic doing so. So congratulations to them. Now map number 2, I believe, is going to be on Goldmud Railway here pretty soon. So we'll be transitioning over there as soon as this match is over. I don't know if these guys are just going to go ahead and play it out or if they're going to go ahead and just let the other team win. Not too sure. We can't communicate with them as there is no in-game chat, which I would love to see. But, while we are waiting for that, I do have some questions for you, though. So you stopped playing competitive 5v5 a while ago, correct?
Yeah, it's been, I think about a full year.
So what, have you given up on 5v5 altogether in any game, or are you just, are you content with just the Conquest stuff, or is there something that your team has kind of transitioned over to?
For me personally, my guys that I play with regularly, a lot of them are still interested in comp, and some of them are playing Black Ops, Rainbow Six. It's not that we're not interested in playing 5s, and personally, I still love small competitive game modes. I just generally, personally, have, I'm new job, I'm busier, and I think also the Battlefield love is gone for now. Maybe that'll change with the next one, but there aren't a lot of great multiplayer games drawing my eye personally. I've been definitely doing more of the single-player stuff. It's been a great year for video games. So maybe I'll get back into it personally, but I think the Battlefield 4 scene generally has winded down significantly.
I think BF4 is just tired altogether. We're seeing potentially. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but there's very, very good reason to believe that it's going to be the last ESL 1 that's going to be going down for Battlefield 4, which you're going to be seeing a lot of PC teams, leaving after that. There's not really a whole lot there to keep them, no big tournaments or anything. And then, of course, the console scene, you've seen, or at least I have seen, more activity on the big Conquest side of things instead of the Dom or the Squad Obliteration side of things. And then, of course, Hardline was kind of just a big... Well, we just won't talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Hardline is a separate issue entirely. I mean, I think at least my team did try to play Hardline 5s, and a lot of us gave up on it very quickly because of the way the auto-aim was, the way the guns had really no challenge in using the M16, and then the designated 5v5 game mode on Hardline was junk.
I think it came down to more of the game mode than anything that was really just lacking. Than just about anything else. It was just not really well thought out. But either way, I'm kind of curious just to see where these Battlefield teams go. We're seeing Battlefront coming out instead of another Battlefield game. I'm not sure if it's confirmed, but it's pretty much everybody saying that Battlefield 5 is going to be the next Battlefield to come out next year in 2016. So we might be seeing a lot of researchers for that. But like what are Battlefield teams going to be doing in the meantime? I mean, are you guys going to be going over maybe to Rainbow Six? I was kind of looking into Rainbow Six myself personally, but I was playing a little bit of the beta, and I have to say it's not what I actually thought it was.
Yeah, I mean, I actually didn't even play the beta. I saw some footage from it, but what I've heard is that maybe it's a little too campy for a lot of players, and they like the pace of Battlefield. And, Battlefield teams on the consoles, they are focused on these, 15v15, 16v16 conquest. That doesn't cut it when you have a 5v5 game like Rainbow. You've got 3 groups of people that, like 10 people are not going to be playing on the team if you do set up a team for that. So there may be a huge shakeup of who's playing with whom ahead of Battlefield 5. I'm not sure. Maybe the bands will all get back together, but a lot of teams that started off on Battlefield 4 aren't playing it now. A lot of teams that are playing it now didn't exist even a year into Battlefield 4. So anything could happen, and I would expect a shake.